Hey friends, happy new year. Happy 2022. Hope you guys are doing well. We are here for our first official live training for 2022 for the new year. Super excited to chat with you. So I'm going to share this with my group quickly, and then we're going to dive into something that I think is going to be really helpful for your new year and for the things that you really want to create and shift and change in the new year. So we get this shared and we're going to dive right in. Well, if I can get this going. All right. So, I talk a lot about beliefs and your mindset and the things that you choose to believe, the things that you want to believe, the things that you already believe that you actually want to shift and change. And with it being the new year and the main time when so many people are thinking about what they want to create this year, what they want to change, what they want to transform, I want to remind you that we're not just changing habits or actions or doing things differently in terms of our life, but we're changing, or we must or should be changing our mindset as well. So if you're wanting to lose weight, if you want to save money, if you want to start your business, whatever your thing is, you want to be taking those actions, but also shift your mindset related to those things because long-term change and long-term, like long-lasting change comes not just from the actions, but more specifically from your belief system, right? And so in this work and over the past couple of years, I've been talking a lot about shifting and changing what you believe and the various ways to do that. When I'm working with a client, we basically untangle those limiting beliefs and create a new pattern of thinking. But there are moments when we have specific beliefs that we want to believe, right? One of the ways to change your beliefs is to think about what it is that you want to be true. What belief do you want to manifest in your life, right? And so let's just use something related to abundance. A lot of people want more abundance in their lives. They want to make more money. They want to, have more money. They want to make more in their business or whatever the case is. And so they want to be thinking and choosing abundant thoughts. But it doesn't stop there. If you really want to create the kinds of changes in your bank account, in your retirement account, if you want to change, how you're feeling in your body, your health, your relationships, you need to not just start thinking differently, but you need to be living in those new beliefs. Living in those new beliefs. And what I'm talking about is when you're taking action, really being mindful of what belief, what thought is at play in this moment as I'm about to do that thing. Okay. So let's say, for instance, again, abundance is your example. You want to make more money. You're in business. You have a call with a potential client. They can't afford your pricing and you want or need that money, right? You need that sale, but you're trying to come from this place of abundance. You might be tempted to go back to old pricing or to cut down what you offer, right? To reduce the rate based on what they can afford. But is that action coming from a place of lack or is it coming from a place of abundance? And depending on the person and depending on their circumstance and their mindset, it could be either or, but only you know the difference. Okay. So I'm talking about this because what I see a lot is people, clients, people in my community saying, I want to live a more abundant life. I want to be more successful. I want to be healthy. I want to feel free. I want to fill in the blank, whatever it is that they want. They want to believe these things. They want to make these changes in their lives. And they're doing the mindset work. I see this. They're doing the journaling, they're meditating, they're repeating their mantras, they're doing the work in terms of changing the beliefs. But when they start taking the action, they are still acting from the old beliefs. They're acting from a place of lack. They are investing in something, which you might think is an abundant thing, but they're investing in something out of fear. They're purchasing something out of fear. They are hiring someone from a place of not enoughness, right? And the tricky thing is that you can hire someone from a place of not enoughness, like I need this person. This is the person that's going to change everything for me because I can't do it on my own, which comes from a place of lack. Or you can come from a very abundant and empowered place and say, I am confident that I am going to get to where I want to be, and this person can help me. And I feel very good about this investment. I feel really good about hiring them and working with them to get to that next level. And there is a huge difference between what you are going to receive, what you are going to create, what you are going to experience, what you are going to manifest from each of those perspectives. So I think it was a couple weeks ago, I talked a lot about the difference between, you know, avoiding pain versus seeking pleasure, that those two things are not the same. This is in direct alignment with that concept, right? You cannot say that you want abundance if you are constantly acting from a place of lack. Actually, you can say you want abundance, but you're not going to be reaching for that abundance. You're not going to be creating abundance when you are living and behaving and acting from an energy of lack. And the only way that you really know where that place is coming from, like what your energy is to check in with yourself, right? Is to check in. Am I buying this thing because it helps me feel abundant and I need to feel abundant because my life is lacking? Or am I buying this thing because it's going to add value to my life and I really love the luxurious textures and it's going to add more abundance to what I already live as an abundant life? You see the difference? So I've had instances where I'll have a client say, I want to take this trip. I have the money to take the trip. That's not an issue. I can take the trip. But I'm worried about taking the trip. I'm worried about spending the money. I'm worried that, like, I'm not going to enjoy myself. How am I going to replenish the money? There's all these questions about the money. And they say, I want to go, but I'm afraid to go. Should I go? I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I am going to give you a little word of caution. And that is simply check in with your energy and your mindset. Don't do it out of fear. Don't make that investment out of fear. Don't go join that gym because you want to lose weight and you feel pressured to work with that personal trainer because you think that you can't succeed without working with that personal trainer. You can, right? But don't invest in the personal trainer or the coach or the whoever from a place of lack. Don't do it from a place of disempowerment, because the results that you get from that experience are now sort of infected, right, by that energy. Now, it's not to say you can't change it. Of course you can. But the best thing that you can do is to make a solid, powerful decision to do whatever it is that you're going to do from the belief that you're choosing to live, that you want to embrace, that you want to create. So if we're talking money, do it from an abundant place. Do it with the expectation that when you do this, you feel very confident about it. You trust this person, you trust this yourself, and that you are going to get the results that you want from that interaction. That you trust that this is the right thing for you to do. Never, ever, ever do it out of fear. Never do it out of pressurized lack. Like, if I don't do this right now, I am going to forever fail. That is not true. That is complete BS. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your situation is. That's not true. You can still succeed. Okay? So what I want you to start thinking about is, what are the beliefs that you want to cultivate this year? What are the experiences that you want to cultivate? What are the changes that you want to make in your life? And what are the beliefs that you are incorporating, you are creating, you are practicing in order to get to that place? That's really, really important, okay? And then make sure that as you're taking action from those new beliefs, from the abundant place, from the I am healing place, from the I am worthy place, from the I am complete and whole place. Do not do it when you feel lack. Do not do it because you feel like you're not enough. Do not get into that relationship because you are tired of being lonely. You know what I mean? You want these things that you're doing, the things that you're pursuing, the actions that you're taking to add to your life. And the way that this works is when you come into these situations with the energy of abundance and health and expectation and joy and completeness, right? Worthiness, wholeness, you are creating a momentum and creating a cycle of success that's going to speed things up for you to get to where you want to be. Because if you want to live that abundant life, you got to start now, regardless of what's in your bank account. If you want to be happy, healthy, and whole, you have to start now, regardless of what your test results say, regardless of what your relationship status is. You have to choose to do those things, to feel those things, to believe those things, to act from that place today. So when you hear me say, what would it feel like? And my clients know that I talk about this a lot. What would it feel like for you to be in that place? You want to take action from that kind of feeling, right? So, what would it feel like for your health goals or intentions to be done? How would you be behaving differently? I asked a question, I think it was earlier this week, that said, if you knew without a shadow of a doubt, with pure certainty, that your goals and intentions for 2022 were done, how would you show up differently? And there were some really great responses. And that's how I want you to live. That's how I want you to act. And I don't want you to think that you have to be perfect at it, because you don't. It is a practice. But you can start changing your progress and speeding things up by simply checking in with yourself and asking, am I taking this action because I feel like if I don't, I'm never going to get there? Which is complete disempowerment, complete lack thinking. Or am I doing this because it feels like the right thing and I trust myself and I know that this is the next step and I believe that this is going to be a powerful experience? Start checking in with yourself as you're taking these actions, especially if they are related to these areas of your life that you want to change. This is one of those things that I think gets people stuck or caught up, making them feel a little bit unsuccessful when it comes to their goals and intentions, whether it's for the new year or for the mid-year or the month or whatever, is that they're wanting to change their behaviors. They're wanting to change some of the things like their experience, but they're not really relating it to the mindset. They're either not changing their mindset at all, not even thinking about how they think about food or how they think about money or how they think about business. They're not even considering that. And if that's the case, then that's a whole other conversation. Or they're not connecting the two. Like, if I believed that I was happy, healthy, and whole, if I knew that, if I felt that, how would I go into this situation? And those are some really good questions to ask yourself that are going to make all the difference. Now, again, I want to stress that this is a practice. This does not happen overnight. But if you commit to it and you check in with yourself, check in with how you feel before you swipe your card, check in with how you feel before you put your profile on the dating site, check in with how you feel before you say yes to that job opportunity. Check in with yourself. Okay? There's a huge benefit to living from these beliefs, living in your beliefs, the beliefs that you want to have, the beliefs that you want to manifest in your life, living from them now. And you don't have to have all the money in the world to do that. You don't have to have all the success. You don't have to reach that end of whatever your goal is in order to live from that place now, in order to make decisions from the energy of that. And I promise that's sort of the secret. That's how you get there. Okay. So I hope this makes sense for you. If you have questions about it, of course, as always, post them below. And this is one of those sort of things that I live by. Not sort of, I live by this. This is one of the rules that I live by. And I'm not perfect. I don't do it perfectly every time. But this is one of those things where I use this theme, this belief system, this practice in my business when I'm, having a conversation with a potential client. I'm never going to force anyone to feel like they can't do this without me. If you don't hire me right now, you're never going to get there. It's nonsense. If it feels like the right thing, I want you to make an empowered decision. And that means making an empowered decision about coaching or about what you eat or about where you invest your money or about where you live or whatever the case is for you. So ask yourself, where is this decision coming from? What is the energy that I'm feeling? What mindset, what belief am I acting on in this moment? And if it's not the thing that you want to continue to manifest in your life, take a break, take a moment, and see if you can change the energy and change the feeling around related to that investment, that choice, that decision, whatever it is. Okay? So, again, I hope this is helpful. I am going to be back in 2022 with more videos, more live videos to just help you, get to where you want to be, to help change your mindset. I'll be talking a lot more about this energetic aspect and how we show up in the world, because I think that's an aspect that we kind of miss out on. So I'll be talking more about that. But of course, if you are interested in, getting one-on-one support, trying to figure out what this looks like for you and how I can help you personally get to where you want to be, create those intentions, manifest those desires in 2022, send me a message or hop on over to my website, and I have a free consultation that you can sign up for, and we can chat about it. Okay. In the meantime, if you have questions, feel free to post them below. And if you are not already on my email list, make sure you jump over to my website. I am sending lots of great tips to my email list, my VIP list every week. So make sure you're on that list as well. Okay. All right, friends, I hope you guys are having the best first week of the new year. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling the new energy and it feels really good and I'm very grateful for it. So I would love to chat with you if you'd like additional support, but if nothing else, go back and watch this video again and start making these small changes in your life. And I promise you're going to get to where you want to be much faster. Okay? All right, friends, have a wonderful week and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.